Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 7 of our slow and immersive playthrough of Victoria 3 as Chile. This is open beta batch 1.5.5. We are in May 1871. I'm gonna go ahead and unpause, let the time tick. We're 35 years into the game. And we have... what is it now? I don't even know. We're not quadrupled. We're 5 times our GDP. Our GDP has risen by about 5 times, almost 5 times. Our literacy gone from 13% to 53%. Average standard of living has gone up by about 50%. And population has increased by about 500,000. It continues to increase. The country is united, run by industrialists, Catholic Church, and the armed forces. We're actually going to bolster the industrialists as they seem to be losing in clout a little bit. But yeah, we've built up our mining industry, our gold industry is what's running our budget surplus. But we are waiting for the invention of the steam donkey. Our key problem right now is lack of available labor force. Let's go ahead and power through to the steam donkey. 4 months. And then we would like to get the workplace safety institution up to reduce mortality again. As our industries become kind of more mechanized, more dangerous. I think fair few people dying. We need to up our population growth considerably, as much as humanly possible. Government overview agitates enact National Guard. I mean, secret police would be better. National Guard. Nobody really who opposes this. Intelligentsia. We can't afford to lose the support of intelligentsia because they're giving us... yeah. We need them. Steam donkey unlocked. By applying steam power to a winch system, it is possible to achieve similar levels of power without the same amount of labor. Great. Okay, let's just run through our industries. So, for example, gold mines. Let's go ahead. Steam automation. Steam donkeys. Yes. Right. And we release people into the labor force. We do need engines, though. So we're going to put some strain on our motor industry. That's fine. That's another 5,000, 10,000 people released into the labor force. Perfect. Sulfur mines, 2,000 people. We should also do rail transportation here. Release just as many people as we possibly can. Here, in fact, sulfur. We're producing 35. We could just close this. Okay, let's keep it open for now. We could close down one level with better technology that we now have. Steam donkey for our logging camps also releases 3,000. Perfect. Iron mines, sulfur, all of these wheat farms. No, yeah, this is kind of a different ball game. Tobacco plantations. No. Barracks, construction sector, fabric. Steel mills, no, they use water boilers, glass works, shipyards, chemical bleaching unlocked. With the addition of certain salts, minerals, and chemicals to the raw materials, the visual qualities of manufactured goods can be greatly increased. Unlocks bone china for glassworks, paper bleaching for paper mills. Okay, mechanized workshops have started. effect, 4 to 5 years, yeah. Okay, perfect. We want to research that, but that's later in our research queue. Enterprise industries already automated, fertilizer plants, no automation possible, textile mills. We need the mechanized workshops to automate this. Tooling workshops already mechanized. Okay, so we have now quite a few people that can be gainfully employed in other industries. Let's go to our coal mines. That will give us 4,000 laborers. Logging camps, 3,000. Logistics unlocked. The greatest guns in the world don't matter in the slightest if the soldiers equipped with them are too exhausted and hungry to aim, or if the guns themselves have no bullets chambered in them. Plus 20% conscriptable battalions. Indeed, knowledge of shell gun has started to spread to us. Sure. What is going with our motor industries? We've subsidized this, and this is now super expensive. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade that. No way around this. Oh, well, actually... Yeah, but we need electric railways. That will be... We need electricity to up this. So let's... Yeah, to be honest, we can probably up that by 2 levels, but let's see. At least 1 level for sure. Let's get back to Los Rios. Where were we? Coal mines, logging camps, fishing wharves. No. Automation, whaling stations. No. Textile mills. Mechanized workshops, paper mills already automated. Steel mills. Steel mills. Why? Rather frustrating, to be honest. Arts Academy, furniture manufacturers. Okay, this is all automated. About 25,000 we've released into the workforce with the steam donkey. Which sounds great to me. Okay, this is all automated. Automated. Oh, it's not really producing anything. Wheat farms. Wheat farms need steam-powered thresher machines. Okay. Done all we could. Need more engines for the economy. That will happen. Right, just need a bit of time, 64 weeks. A year, a little bit more than a year. Oh, motor industries in Los Rios. Oh, GDP has taken a hit, but that's because... That's fine, that's just because those people became unemployed. Right? Egalitarianism unlocked. +1 max social security institution investment. Egalitarianism is the doctrine of the equality of mankind and the desirability of political, economic, and social equality. Versus such universal suffrage, proportional taxation is now unlocked. Okay. Raising concerns. The petit bourgeoisie have expressed their concerns about government decisions clearly favoring the interests of the industrialists. Oh yeah, they need to accept we cannot always please everyone. Minus 10% low interest rate. This needs to be addressed. Yeah, industrialists can live with -2. That's fine. Cross-border investments. Chilean industrialists are interested in making investments in neighboring Peruvian and Bolivian industries. What are you doing? He stood up, put on his hat, and headed towards the door. At first it seems he would leave without another word, but then he turned around and spoke with barely suppressed anger. Being accused of lacking patriotism for where I try to make money isn't just an insult. It betrays a complete lack of understanding of how money is made. Do you think I made what I already have by thinking provincially? An excellent investment. Peru Bolivia gets foreign investment and relations improve. No, what are you talking about? Chile gets enforced domestic investment plus some manufacturing tax income. Industrial get -3. Strong on them into investing domestically. What are you talking about, guys? We're building a Building a regional champion here. Let's get more of those motors out. We still need more people. People needed everywhere. Although actually, I mean, okay, in Santiago, let's just check this. So glass works. That's fine. No, we just nobody wants glass. That's kind of the issue here. Where could we use glass? Was it in urban centers, market squares? Oh yeah, here we are. So market. Let's stop importing glass. We can now produce our own. So importing paper. Let's stop importing that. Should be producing that ourselves now. Okay, the rest seems fine to me. Right, so glass works maybe. Okay, bit of glass required. Ceramics, porcelain, glass minus 20. Okay, now we need a bit of glass. Okay, automatic bottle blowers, leaded glass. Okay, we'll produce more glass with, what's that? With lead. Fine. Don't need lead just yet. Okay, furniture, lathes. Do have textile mills here. Workshops, can we? Mechanized looms. That needs mechanized workshops. That's spreading. Okay. Dyes. Import more dyes. Import dyes. American market. Let's go. Input goods shortage here. We need more. Okay, that's fine. We'll get that. Get that going. Logging camps. Yeah, everyone needs more motors. That's fine. Boost in automation. Okay, our GDP has taken a small hit. That should recover. That's good. Good. Automatic irrigation. Invented pump jacks. 100 more tobacco with engines. Okay. I think that's probably some time away. Pump jacks. Level 3. Actually, no. Requires steam donkey and dynamite. After that, once we get dynamite, okay, then we can get automatic irrigation for vineyards, tobacco, sugar, threshing machines, steam powered threshing machines for wheat farms. Yeah, okay, we'll need both of these. For wheat, 4 years, 4 years. Wheat farms, steam powered threshing machines. That let us produce even more wheat and maybe even reduce the size of our sector. No, that's fertilizer. Oh, that will automations. That will just release 6,000 laborers. Whereas pump jacks. Guys, so what were the pump jacks? The automatic irrigation, yes, for in tobacco plantations. Okay, that would increase output. Okay, and translate our laborers into farmers and machinists, so better jobs. Okay, yeah, so let's release labor force first. So we'll do the thresher machines for agriculture. Population is growing. Standard of living is increasing. Sort this issue with motor industries. Do we have any spare labor? No, everyone's employed here. Los Rios is seriously suffering from labor force shortages. We need more engines. services. Support our glass industry. Reduce the price of services. With what? Market squares. By the way, our engines, our motor industries will need more steel. Yeah, our steel mills are already max. We have Bessemer process. Could easily produce more steel. Actually, we could do that right now. Just go ahead and do that. Get our steel industry into gear as we open up 2 more motor plants. There we are. Motor industries are powering ahead. Okay, all shortages hopefully sorted. What do we have now? Coal. Coal is expensive. Well, let's get dynamite. And that will hopefully take care of itself. Right? Okay, it's gonna be 4 years. 8 to 13 months. Okay, so it's actually speeding up nicely. 25 months and we get labor movement. Wait, hang on. Wasn't there something we could pass? Yeah, increase social security. Let's go ahead. Increase that. That is what come from egalitarianism, right? Yeah, +1 max social security institution investment. Literacy. +1 minimum expected standard living from literacy. Okay. That's fine. Okay, GDP is rising again. Back to 3.4 million. Budget is doing great. And these gold mines are bankrolling the country, and we could still get even more. We could do 50 more gold with explosives. Okay, transportation could be a bit higher. Coal could be cheaper. Okay, let's get dynamite and then we'll see transportation. Public trams. There's 35 press for transportation. Let's do that. Urban transports. Right. We get laborers become machinists and engineers. Public trams. Right. Laborers become machinists and engineers, which is great. More demand for engines to support our motor industry. And more transportation for the region. In our urban centers. Slow down a bit. Great Britain started a make protectorate diplomatic play against Maguindanao. Privileged Great Britain can no longer maintain due to relations between Great Britain and Chile is greater than or equal to 50. That's fine. Diplomatic lens. Relations. Can we improve relations with Great King? We do some trade with Great King. Russia. Maybe a bit of sugar or meat, maybe something we can trade with Russia. Tobacco, maybe. Grain farms and Los Rios. Christ, they love Los Rios, don't they? Love it. Have a level 4 steel mills in a state. I don't know why we have a steel mills here. It's basically not producing anything. I mean, as soon as I close it, they're gonna start crying, aren't they? We actually have a few peasants and a few unemployed here, which is actually good to see. We have coal mines. Food industries, paper, textile, whaling stations. I mean, 4 wheat farms here produce nothing. I mean, I don't know. Okay. 6 grain farms here. Super productive. Right, producing a lot. Fertilizers here. Our population. Okay, the lower strata is still spending a lot on grain. So we could even bring that down further. Furniture. I mean, everything is cheap, guys. I've made your life as good as it can possibly be, really. Luxury clothes is something we need to import. Luxury furniture, luxury clothes from King. Okay, even if it is unprofitable, but encourage exports. See, protect domestic supply. Yeah. So no tariffs on imports, right? Hopefully that will bring the price down a bit. Politics, laws. Go with free trade. 50% trade route volume minus 50% trade route bureaucracy cost. Save us some bureaucracy. We don't need tariffs for goods, to be really honest. Industrialists endorse this. Rural folk. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead with free trade. We'll be progressive. We don't need any tariffs at all. I mean, the goods flow freely between the rising nation of Chile. What's going on? The Chilean Araucania eruption. A violent eruption has shaken the state of Chilean Araucania. Fragments of tephra and volcanic ash have destroyed buildings and crops, taking some of the lives of our people. A dense column of smoke was followed by a clear explosion. Shepherds who worked at the base of the mountain aimlessly turned their eyes at the now bright and clear cloud. A landslide came after. Do not predict an eruption. Araucania gets 20% devastation. There's a chance that a famine will occur in the upcoming months. Our people need us. This volcano eruption relief, 500 government expenses. Araucania gets 10% devastation. Our people need us. Isn't there a decree? Emergency relief. There we go, guys. Hopefully we're not sure if that will help them or not. There you go. Increased investment in social security. Okay, everyone should have more money in their pockets now. So let's go, guys. Let's please pull that population growth up. Indefensible extortion. An orator from the industrialists has gone on a speaking tour across our nation, denouncing mercantilism and praising the value of free trade. The industrialist has a truly remarkable speaker among them. Has interest group approval, 20% interest group attraction. Yeah, we have decent enactment chance anyway, so let's get our industrialists to be more popular. Oh, hang on a second. What's going on here? How come did we become contested from righteous? Head of state, interest group, industrialist, and government. Oh, when did that happen? Hang on. No, Ciso de la Cruz, industrialist, market liberal. Okay, he strongly endorses free trade, so hopefully we get that bonus. He's imposing aggressive maneuver chance, minus 25% infamy decay as a ruler, as interest group leader, inactive, okay. We didn't even get a message to say when did our great leader Jose die. Good to stop. Really, they aren't profitable because of our motor industries. Hang on, are not profitable because of high coal prices. Okay, they will build that and we'll put in dynamite. Well, let's go ahead and then, okay, steel. We do have Bessemer process here. Steel, it's expensive, right? Okay, let's add one more steel industry. But in the meantime, we will subsidize. We need all the motor engines we can get. Rousing speech captivates the public. This afternoon, Emiliano Freire, leader of the industrialists, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of free trade. Making an appearance before the public in Santiago's main square, Emiliano announced powerful rhetoric left even the most embittered political opponents impressed. Excerpts from the speech are already being circulated across Chile, fanning the fires of an already roaring debate. This should ease the path to reform greatly. Or performances like these reflect well on Emiliano Freire and his cause. Yep. 10% enactment chance, give more popularity to the industrialists. Great. Okay, more coal. Chilean Patagonia. Okay, fine. That's at least should be a profitable industry. Let's go labor movement. No, I think dynamite. That will happen, what, in 4 years? We need to build an explosives industry as well before that comes. We need to kind of modernize our military, to be honest, as well, but we just don't have the population to support it. Versus somewhere like Argentina, mechanized workshops unlocked. A mechanized workshop is the replacement of various physical tasks in a workshop with mechanical solutions, allowing a greater amount of work to be completed at a faster rate. Plus 10 economy of scale building level cap. Sewing machines for textiles. Mechanized looms for textile mills. Mechanized workshop for furniture. So textiles and furniture. We have shell gun unlocked. The shell gun is a remarkable piece of artillery due to the nature of its ammunition. The projectiles themselves are explosives, leading to more damage than a simple chunk of metal would. Okay. Artillery foundry. Smooth bores. Okay. Right, let's go over our textile mills, sewing machines, fabric dyes, more clothes. So we need more clothes. It would be great to produce our own luxury clothes, but can we actually import silk from anywhere? Let's say we can. Let's say that we do import it. Textile mills. 30 less clothes, 30 more luxury clothes. Is that possible? Free trade has successfully progressed to voting. Let's see if this is possible. Right. Mechanized looms, more tools, fewer laborers. Yes, please. Great. That's our textile mills. And furniture, right? Here we have mechanized workshops. More of everything. Our furniture is pretty cheap already. Can we do luxury furniture, however? Precision tools. Let's get a little bit luxury furniture. We need hardwood for that. Let's go ahead and do that. Can we afford to do that? Our logging camps here. We need 60 hardwood we would be producing. Let's see, and Los Rios, our logging camps are also size 3. Interesting. Let's do logging camps here, producing hardwood. And go to our furniture. There we go. And let's produce a little bit of luxury furniture as well as normal furniture. And we do mechanized workshops. More tools, more wood, but more furniture in general. Let's go ahead and do that. I think that works. Okay, more steel. Steel in Chilean Araucania. Steel in Santiago. Great. Build more steel. I can support. Joint stock company is unlocked. A joint stock company is one whose ownership is divided into a number of shares, which are held unequally by many investors who derive dividends from the company according to the size of the portion they own. This allows trading of partial ownership and investment by both rich and middle class businessmen. -10% urbanization per urban center. Plus maximum number of companies. Not much. Let's go ahead and start building that explosives industry. Let's put that in our queue. Once we research dynamite, which will happen in a few years. Great. We now have free trade. No tariffs. The free exchange of goods must not be impeded, as trade is for the benefit of all. Perfect. Cross-border investments. Strong. Oh, -3 interest group approval. 15. Ooh. Chile gets manufacturing tax income. Labor movement unlocked. +1 potential agitators. +1 minimum expected standard of living from literacy. +3 max workplace safety institution investment. Just as the world becomes more industrialized, so too do the workers become more organized, campaigning for better wages and better working conditions. Okay, let's go with laws. Worker rights. Ooh, regulatory bodies. Workplace safety office level 1 with -20% dangerous working conditions. But it's only the trade unions. We're bolstering them, but they're still marginalized completely. Agitator. Total separation, cultural exclusion, National Guard. Census suffrage. Right. Protections, National Guard. Universal suffrage. And census suffrage I could deal with. Private health insurance. Okay, so we kind of just wasted our time. I didn't actually understand, to be honest. Industrialists endorsed no migration controls. Opposition. Upsetting way too many people. Censorship, right of assembly. Okay. +50 authority. Okay, that's fine. We're fine living with censorship. Okay, we kind of wasted our time there. Oh, such a shame with labor movement. Max workplace safety office institution investment. Yeah, we kind of wasted our time. Because I forgot that to have workplace safety office. Interest groups support this law. Only the trade unions support this law. But if we reform, yeah, we kind of want to get them in, no matter. They need to get to 5% first. Oh, what a waste. That was a waste of time, of research time, unfortunately. That was a mistake. Inefficient agriculture. We should follow their advice here. That's the subsistent farms again. Get the steel industries. Steel mills. Up 47% compared to base. Coal. Let's get dynamite, guys. We need dynamite. That will supercharge our mining industry. Maybe we'll be able to even scale it down. Here we are. Frankly, there's a steel mills here that produce nothing. Could even go with more steel. Actually enough. Level 2 is enough for now. Because our coal is expensive. Iron is a little bit expensive. But we'll boost these with dynamite quite substantially. Tools. What's going on with our tooling workshops? Level 3 steel tools. So we're producing as much as we can. Yeah, doing all we can. Interesting tooling workshops here, not producing anything. Tooling workshops here, level 3. Yeah, and still our tools are a little bit expensive. Oh. Go ahead and do this. Yes, it's bankrolling us. Bankroll our country for the sum of 10% of our tax income each week. Over time, this may cause us to owe the man obligation. We don't need that. No, we don't even have any debt. Why don't you bankroll us? Just more tools for our market. Wood. Okay, furniture. So let's have a look at our textiles. How is that developed? This is just clothes. Wait, where did we do luxury clothes then? Oh, it's the one in Los Rios that's doing luxury clothes and normal clothes. Okay. Here, textile mills, sewing machines, mechanized looms. So we didn't finish going through our industries. Santiago, textile mills. Okay, we switched that now. Release some labor into the labor force. And our furniture manufacturers here. Mechanized workshops. Okay, textile mills here. Okay, automated craftsman sewing. A little bit of luxury clothes. +9 still. Sewing machines. More dyes, more fabric. Yeah, not sure we can stomach much more. Go to livestock ranches. Oh, 0. Why is that? Grain. Hang on. Should we depress the price of textile mills? Flood our market with clothes. Let's do it. More clothes. It's better. Good for the population. It's a basic good that everyone consumes. So cheap clothes. Still good. Wheat. I get wheat is cheap. Guys, life should be very good. Population growth, guys. I mean, it's give and take. Making your life as easy as possible. Humanely possible. Give you luxury furniture, services, luxury clothes. Okay. Okay, we're doing okay with labor force in explosives factory is almost ready. Dynamite is still 2 years away, sadly. That's fine. We can at least go to our coal mines and use nitroglycerin. That is yeah, massive mortality. Let's just wait for dynamite. Nitroglycerin, yeah, has 10% mortality for engineers, 30% for laborers. It's not really worth it, given our population issues. Okay, Armed Forces petition government. Representing his constituents in the armed forces, Rufino de Velasco has issued a formal petition to the Chilean government to pass National Guard. One last matter for the day, sir. Members of our constituency arrived this morning. They are asking rather loudly and insistently if you would meet with them about new legislation. Is that it? Goodness, you seem as if you've seen a ghost. I'm sure I can spare the last hours of light for them, can't I? I believe so, sir. They weren't taking no for an answer. We'll see what we can do. Armed forces will expect the government to pass National Guard within the next 5 years. Untrained hands in Los Rios. Children working in the textile mills in Los Rios have suffered injuries trying to operate the machinery used in production. After examining the boy's hand, the doctor sat back down, turned to the mother and sighed deeply. Well, I'm afraid your son is never going to become a great musician, she said. But then again, perhaps that was never one of his more likely prospects. Keep children off the factory floor. Minus 10% dependence income. These new industries need all the employees they can get. Trade unions get -3 interest approval. Ooh, 2% mortality for laborers. Now keep the children off the factory floor. Resume. I mean, to be honest, even for 1870s, child labor allowed. We 5% mortality this. Okay, only the trade unions support this. Human rights. This is not part of our laws. No child is permitted on the factory floor. Max education institution. Dependence income. Dependence income plus 30%. With higher mortality. Okay, well, I think trade unions should be kind of gaining power. Getting clout, rather. Here, this and that. We're getting contested government. Why is that? That's because our policies aren't aligned with our... yeah, I guess that's why, right? Because government ideology penalty -50. Free speech. Health system, education system, internal security, distribution of power, governance principles. Okay, I mean, if they really want National Guard so bad, go ahead and pass it. So industrialist opposes. This opposes change -20 from -14 to -6. Wow. No, we can't. Sorry guys, but to be really honest, yeah, let's get trade unions up as they gain in, as we industrialize. They'll probably gain in clout, and we might even swap out armed forces for trade unions. Okay, so we're 40 years into the game, guys. A little bit more actually. Our growth has stalled a little, but the average standard of living is going up. Population is soaring. Okay, where is that? Los Rios again. Okay, sulfur mines in Los Rios. We have enough wheat. We have enough of everything, frankly. Our population should be very happy. Yeah, everything is rising. Get dynamite, unlock, further boost our mining industries. Raising concerns. The rural folk have expressed their concerns about government decisions clearly favoring the interests of industrialists. They need to accept that we cannot always please everyone. Radical Cuba started a revolution diplomatic play against Spain. Okay. Let's keep pressing on. Maybe we get to 1886. Or at least 1881 by the end of this episode. Let's get to dynamite. We get central banking plus 10% minting in 20 years. Okay, more money from gold. I have to say gold is really what's helping us to develop so quickly. We have an explosives factory in here already. All we need is the discovery of dynamite. Steel. Good. Shipyards. Sulfur. Lead even we have already. Where is that used? Applications. Lead mines can be used by glassworks, munition plants. We get small arms by arms industries. Plus 30 per level. They take hardwood and iron. Right? Munition plants produce munition, explosives and lead. Triage unlocked. By treating the wounded in regard to the seriousness of their wounds and the likelihood of recovery, it is possible to make a much more effective emergency treatment. Is that military? Yeah. To make a much more effective emergency care system. Unlocks first aid mobilization option. Leads to modern nursing. Clippers, goods shortage. We can establish 2 companies. Central banking unlocked. Harnessing and centralizing the banks brings an immense amount of power into the hands of the government. Okay, more minting. Dialects spreading. Knowledge of dialects has started to spread to us. Improved relations stopped. The United States has finally stopped resisting. Transport is cheap. Services are cheap. All the goods are cheap. Here we have transport is alright. Plenty of infrastructure. Plenty of infrastructure. Here we could probably do with another railway, but maybe the private sector will take care of that. Need more labor in... we actually have surplus in Santiago. Let's go ahead and increase. Right, let's just do Los Rios. Santiago will cancel migration. Probably go ahead and cancel emergency relief here. Right, pollution. It's probably been quite a bit of time. Although these guys are pretty poor as they are. No, standard of living impoverished. Okay, actually pretty good. These guys are struggling. We maybe do decrease emergency relief plus 50% welfare payments. Emergency relief in our colonies, not sure if that works. wood in the Chilean market is now expensive. Okay, so why don't we, you know, get that going. As opposed to, well, actually, I'm not sure why I built it here, actually. Oh, bad idea. Rebuild it here, because we... That was a mistake. Just switch that round. There you go. Dynamite unlocked. By applying a stabilizing agent to nitroglycerin, it is possible to make a much safer and more reliable explosive. There you go. Dynamite for all the mines. Next, pump jacks, vacuum evaporation for explosives factory. Okay, so let's go ahead and, for example, coal. It's a little bit expensive. Let's go dynamite. Right, we need cheap coal for everybody. Right. Yep, let's get the explosives factory firing and producing dynamite. There we are. A lot of coal, iron. Very expensive. Dynamite to the rescue of our economy. There you go. Sulfur is cheap as it is. Kind of. Explosives factory, is that now maxed? Open hearth process. This is a special process to burn out the impurities from pig iron and thus allow it to turn into steel. Unlocks open hearth process for steel mills. Okay. First of all, let's get more explosives online. Sulfur, paper, fertilizer. Let's try that. Industrial barriers. Factories in Los Rios have been reported to be placing Patagonian people into roles with incredibly poor working conditions owing to their status as second-class citizens. They're lucky to be given a job. That's what we're rolling with. Okay, explosives are already pretty cheap. Sulfur is finally in demand. Fertilizers. Yes, the more explosives we use, that will help a lot of our industries. Primarily, I guess, gold, iron, sulfur. Sulfur is cheap. Sulfur, coal, lead. Coal, yeah. Here we got coal mines. Oh, barely even working. Steel mills. Okay, more steel mills. Yeah, okay, we're not even fully employed with Bessemer process, so open hearth process is kind of not needed just yet. What are we researching then? Threshing machines and pump jacks. Okay. I will hopefully automate some of the industries and release some more labor. We do have 1,000 peasants here. However, storehouses. It's been a while since we looked at this tab, guys. I think last time we looked at it was at the start of the game. Let's have a look. What are we? Yeah, mostly in surplus of hardwood. Sell orders 82 by 15. That's okay. So let's think about this. Can we build what, our own arms industry? Iron and hardwood into small arms. Let's do that. Let's get an arms industry going. Like that could also probably use lead. Munitions. Oh, let's check out our military. Because maybe in Argentina is getting a little large for its size. Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Getting a little crowded in South America, I think. A little crowded. Argentina. 23 plus 23 though. That is 46. 46 is quite a bit bigger than 10. That's what my basic military knowledge tells me. Barracks. Advanced training. Training methods. How do we... I know they've changed the military, like, game in 1.5. I don't think it's actually complete just yet, but 10 line infantry. How do we... Didn't we unlock skirmish infantry already? Create an army. Select HQ to build army. Plata. Oof. Did I just do something I shouldn't have done? Buildings, construction, arms industries. Get our domestic arms industries and let's arm ourselves a little bit. Can't be relying on outside, imports. How's their fleet? 12 flotillas. What about our flotillas? Naval base. Power of the purse. Okay, more officers, fewer servicemen. Okay. 3 man o' wars. We do have the money to bankroll a larger military, but we don't have the population. I mean, we can't spend, I can't send this 5,000. Okay, wait. So 5 barracks is 5,000 people. That's... I mean, we could spare five more. Could we not? Barracks. Interesting. How do we... Industry, resources, agriculture. Military. Create an army. Create a fleet. Designate strategic objective. Okay. Argentina has established the colony of Argentinian Patagonia. Excuse me. I mean, this is kind of our part of South America. Okay. Exciting times. Let's get that arms industry built up, I think. I think so. Nice. GDP is soaring again. That's great. Okay, let's have a look at our market quickly, guys. We have clothes, buy orders. Okay, we have a lot of clothes, fabric. We're doing very well on everything. Sell orders exceed buy orders. Okay, wood is a little high. Okay, let's do market price. No, sorry, let's just do buy orders. The things that are actually in demand. So more coal is needed, more wood, more tools. Let's take a look. Tooling workshops. Anything we can do? Steel, water tube. Tooling workshops. Steel, water tube. Well, if we employed more people, that would solve itself. More coal, however, is a little worrying. Or why is it not 66 or 80? Okay, let's just go ahead and pop a railway in Los Rios. We still have capacity here. Yeah, plenty of capacity left here in our colonies. But yeah. Chilean army. Hang on. Create an army. It's our first Chilean army. Could we? This was a mistake. Sorry, this is not what I meant to do. This is not what I meant to do. 2 armies. No, I didn't want 2 armies, guys. Excuse me. How do I Mobilized army. How do we get rid of this? Is this just disabled at the moment? Because I did see that patch 1.5 is basically not quite ready. Is military just disabled at the moment? I think that's what it is. I think I saw that somewhere because okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. Let's get to January 1881 and I think we can make a cut here for this episode. Wage subsidies. What is this? Enact wage subsidies. Enact medium support. Every month if the move succeeds. Wage subsidies. Where's that? Institutional laws. No workers' rights. Where's wage subsidies? Poor laws. Wage subsidies plus 40% welfare payments. Industrialists oppose this. No. Hang on. Enact landed voting. Rural folk and trade unions. Support medium. The movement is causing 941. So we have 2,000 people becoming radicals every day. That is a little bit concerning. Alright, so do we just do that now? But we're gonna lose the 20% engines of progress while we're enacting, right? We're also increasingly diverging in our laws and in our ideologies of the ruling of our government. Okay, let's leave that until the next episode. Yeah, we need to rethink our government composition here. Junta. Perhaps it's time we change, guys. Yeah, the country. We've gone through, what? 45 years almost of the game. Argentina started to damage our... Ooh, hang on a second. Let's go ahead and improve our relations with Argentina. We cannot. Isn't that what our Americans did to us? Okay, maybe we do need to learn about the military game. So we have 2. If this army has 10, I understand that. I do not see a button to build more barracks, however. I do not see that button. So, there is that. The political movement to enact landed voting has disbanded. Great. Who is this guy? Supporting interest groups, trade unions. Radicalizing our population. Guys, everything is fine. Need wage subsidies if the economy is soaring ahead. An agitator appears. He will start a movement to enact universal suffrage. Every adult man is given an equal vote. Okay. For example, now that we have this movement, law. Okay. Hang on, now that we have this, could we actually do, like for example, census suffrage? We actually could. We do have support for census suffrage. Industrialists, rural folk, intelligentsia, and trade union. The census, literate men of particular status are giving a vote. It gives us 50 authority, 30 political strength from literate populaces votes, plus 15 wealth threshold for voting. Okay, so basically all our middle strata vote. legitimacy based on government clout was 85 legitimacy based on votes. I feel like we're not ready for universal suffrage, that's for sure. Every adult man, I mean, a fair few of our... you need to be at least be educated in 1880 to vote, I think. Wealth voting. Wealthy citizens are granted a vote. Men of more wealth are granted more votes. I mean, let's do literate men of particular status. Wealth voting. So we're going to be missing authority. 120 legitimacy based on government clout. 55 legitimacy. We're going to need to, maintain, get the right groups into government based on the votes. So aristocrats and capitalists are particularly powerful here. Let's do census suffrage. Universals are enacted with a 75% chance to progress. Once enacted, this law would change the current government legitimacy by -55. Ouch. Census suffrage from oligarchy would also change legitimacy to by -55. Autocracy. Once enacted, this law would change the current government's legitimacy by -47. Presidential republic theocracy. No, we're not going that way. Monarchy. No, we're not going back to that. Presidential republic. The most support. Well, let's make a cut here, guys. I mean, we're almost... That's fine. Let's make a cut here, just so we have all the options. We are almost... What is it? Right, 45. My math is correct. 1836. Yeah, 45 years into the game. Right, GDP is doing well. Literacy, standard of living is rising. Population is growing. Almost, doubled. Almost doubled our population. Everything is going fine. So let's make a cut here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode and learned along with me. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Thanks a lot. Bye.